Hello, this is the Dynamic Dipper of Morecambe Bay. We're not in Morecambe Bay today, we're at lovely Ullswater. It's absolutely beautiful this morning. I've been working in Penrith and so I thought I would just come and have a little dip on the way home. And it is totally and utterly beautiful. Very cold but gorgeous. So this video today I want to talk about post-swim snacks. I also want to talk about something to do with the Cumbria Wildlife Trust and also attitude towards getting in the water, because today I've forgotten two things in my haste to get out the door for work. I've forgotten my costume and I've forgotten my towel. So today for me it's thermal vest and knickers, and we'll see how we go on there. But first of all I wanted to talk about post-swim snack. So when you Google these types of things, post-swim snack and what's good and what's not, nutritionally wise, if you're doing long distance over the summer period or any time actually, nutrition needs to be considered in terms of endurance. But when you're just dipping in cold water, what you really need is something that you really fancy and it's really appealing. The other day I spoke about having rice pudding in my flask, and I just wanted to speak about other things. So the list, when you Google, post-swim snacks, it talks about dates, walnuts, rice cake, that sort of thing. Rice cakes are all right with a nice lovely topping, but on their own they're not so clever. And actually, is a rice cake really what you fancy when you've just endured really cold water? Look at that, sun's out. It's totally beautiful, really gorgeous. Yeah, it's really important to have something to look forward to in terms of eating when you get out of the water. And I remember when I did my Solent, I did a Solent qualifier, and I did it outdoors actually. It was quite early on in the season. It was about 11 degrees. I did it at Cumbria Diving Centre, if anybody knows where that is. And I think it was something like 10 or 11 times round Cumbria, which is quite a task in about 11 or 12 degrees of water. I had my coach with me then, Kerry Smith from the Aquatic Body. And I remember on the last 4 laps, which, seems like a lifetime when you get to that point, thinking about spaghetti carbonara. And I couldn't stop thinking about spaghetti carbonara. I just thought to myself, I can't wait to have spaghetti carbonara tonight when I get out. And do you know what? It was the best tasting spaghetti carbonara I've ever had, and since. And so, when you really fancy something and you're revved up for it, there's nothing like it, is there? So some of the things that I take with me to eat when I get out of the water are those Viennese biscuits with chocolate tips on either end. They're very nice because the shortbread's creamy and it's giving you that really nice bit of luxury. I also, like I've said before, my rice pudding in my flask. Good old Victoria sponge cake. Although what all these things are doing is it's spiking your sugar really high, and so you might have a slump. But actually, it's something that you really fancy when you come out from the cold water. What else is there? There's a Muller Light yoghurt, although not as exciting. And I'm wanting people to put their suggestions below in the comments of what they take swimming when they come out. It's not always sweet for me. Sometimes I've taken a fish finger sandwich with tomato sauce, wrapped up in foil, and it's remained warm enough for me to enjoy it when I come out. So if people want to post their suggestions or their comments on what they take post-swim in terms of nutrition, what they fancy eating when they come out. So the Cumbria Wildlife Trust are doing a series of, you might call them webinars. They started before Christmas time. They are absolutely fascinating, really fascinating. So one of the episodes was about beavers introduced up at Lowther Park near Penrith. Another one was about wildlife in the winter, what happens to the wildlife in the winter. Also there was another one about seals over at Warnley Island, because there's a colony of seals over there at Warnley. near Barrow-in-Furness, and that was really fascinating and very interesting and gave you lots of knowledge. And they've just started a bird watching series, so the first one's already gone out and it's got 2 more to go. And the Cumbria Wildlife Trust are asking for a donation for that, but they're packed full of information, presented by really nice people, really knowledgeable, just a great thing to do. And so if you go onto a Cumbria Wildlife Trust. And the other thing is, I'm going in today when actually I've forgotten the essentials. I've forgotten my costume and I've forgotten my towel. But I could have thought to myself, I don't have the right stuff, or I don't feel like it. You know, I've been up since 4:30 this morning, and so definitely don't feel like it. But actually, I have swam in these temperatures before. What is it that I have that I can wear going into the water? So I've got spare knickers and I've got my thermal vest. But more importantly, I've got lots of layers to get warm afterwards. Okay, so I've got 3 pairs of socks in my bag. I've got 3 hats. I've got my snood on here, and all my thermal, you know, all my warm stuff underneath here. And so it would have been easy for me to say, oh no, maybe not. I'll give it, you know, I'll give it a miss, and I'll do it another day next week after work. But no, actually, I really wanted to come today, and because it's just gorgeous. Okay. So that's me. So this video has told you about the Cumbria Wildlife webinars. They're really interesting. Go to the link in the description. Also about post-snack swims. If you can post your suggestions for other people to use at the bottom of the video, that would be great. You know, on what you take post-swim wise. And also it was about, you know, I've forgotten my stuff, but I'm still going to do it anyway. So that's great. So I'll go in, see how long I last. I've already put my temperature gauge in. It's 2 point something here in Ullswater, but this little stream here on this side, that's 1 degree. So anyway, I'll see how I'll get on, and I'll speak to you when I get out. Or I could always use these. The Bubba's just brought back on this branch. Somebody's boxer shorts, TU, size medium. I don't think I'll bother. Okay, that's me, in and out, not very long, pretty chilly. Yes, so anyway, if you like these videos, click on the link and subscribe below. Lots of other videos for you to view on my channel about outdoor swimming, wild swimming, and it's over and out from the Dynamic Dipper at Ullswater. Bye!